exiled from the Land of Ashes. They are not considered pure as the other orcs, so they are not welcomed there.
So if we ever need to go to the Land of Ashes, I'm going to be using that half-blood thing, which turns me into a full orc.
Okay.
Because there's a spell that does that, apparently.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good for you.
For some reason, it can turn you into a human instead of a full orc, though.
Yeah. And
Okay.
it doesn't work for, say, like a half-elf. Just
Still,
specifically orcs.
that's the knowledge thing. So, you name yourself as okay, like Sergeant thinks for a moment. I understand.
I was that gnome that jumped out of the flying castle.
Yes, I remember. Alright, I believe if you are really looking for Lord Asmarius,
I was a gnome, and now I'm an orc.
he shall appear when he's needed. And as he's saying that, of course, Asmarius teleports in near both of the squad and you. Yes, but of course, Sergeant Tripp. And
Damn, you're good.
Mari probably wouldn't realize, but if Genkiro met him, he would realize that from one of the first sessions, this bandit guy, Tripp, currently he's a sergeant in City Guard, and he's slightly he's not moving too quickly, but he has something between a peg leg and like an artificial leg.
Oh, that trip!
Yep, he moved on.
Sweet! An NPC actually made it this far.
And as Marsmiles with a faint smile, yes, but of course I appear when are needed, Sergeant Tripp. Now, as you were, I have this, and of course, like Sergeant Tripp, salutes. Yes, Lord Asmarius, sir, and he continues the patrol. So, Mari, Lady Mari, whatever I wanna call you.
Yeah.
I already see that you are back.
Yep.
I expect this death wasn't as painful as the others.
Oh, I didn't feel a thing. My eyes kind of hurt still, but that's about it. And I'm joking about that. It's actually completely different eyes, so...
Yes, I believe this form is not yours for permanent use. Of course, he means the air elemental form.
Oh yes, I assume there are some decency laws.
Yeah, probably.
I don't have clothing.
Yes, I might see how this would be a problem. Where did you left your equipment?
Probably in the Basilica.
And not in the Flying Castle? I remember you said that you left it in the Flying Castle.
Okay, then it would be in the Flying Castle.
Okay. So I will like to talk with you mainly, but if you want the rest of the party, then you might call them. I believe they are, and right now the question to the rest of the party. Oh no, wait. I believe if you spend the night, you would probably spend the night at the Flying Castle too.
Yeah, but before I'm going to the Flying Castle, I'm going to see if I can score up some poisons or anything. If they have it available at a local alchemist workshop or...
I can craft
really.
stuff.
Not really. They like the guys who craft potions and whatnot and dig in alchemy. They are healers. They do not create things that kill. They can create things that heal.
Tip,
Right,
too much of
can,
something good kills you.
And of course they
Right.
also.
Can you make me something that numbs instead?
What do you mean?
You know, like like some kind of numbing
Sedatives.
Yeah, sedatives.
Yeah, I believe if one or two people know how to make them. Of course, there is the thing that, as you realized in the meantime, that apart from Robert and Leoria, also the possibly a diversion at the Basilica also managed to take out several other clerics, the high level ones. So basically what I'm saying right now, that the highest level cleric from NPC at this city right now is like level 6. The higher ones were taken out.
Shit.
And of course, like some of them, the bodies were left, but I don't really expect you to start resurrecting every like level 7, level 8 cleric.
Start reincarnating them.
Well, if you start doing that for each and every one of them, there will be some price to pay.
Yeah, I assume so. And I'm probably not going to do that.
Yeah, as I said at the very, very beginning of the session itself, there's price for everything, including resurrection. Resurrecting and stuff. Anyways. So yeah, you would probably get some sedatives Genhiro for like, let's just say 5 vials for 500 gold total. They are very good sedatives.
Alright, I'm going to use a diplomacy check to kind of barter down to maybe...
Half price.
Yeah, 300.
Okay.
With a...
So I believe Julius is writing something, so mute your microphone. Thank you. Yeah, you can roll for
35.
Okay, yeah. 300 gold for 5 vials of sedatives.
Alright. 5 vials of
Of course, the seller doesn't look very happy about it, and he says that he's not doing this anytime. But after all, you are the Sir Genhiro, well known in the city, so he might as well give you a, not the credit, give you a, shit, forgot the word. Never
service.
Bargain.
Mind. Yeah, give you the bargain, like a Steam sale.
I'm Genhiro Renard, and this is my favorite alchemist
Stored on the
workshop in
Citadel.
Pinewood.
Yeah. Okay, so does any one of you in the meantime, before we go with the Mari and Tasmarius, do something?
No.
Okay, so we get back to...
So oh yeah, Jai isn't here yet. Well, yeah, Jai is here. Alright, I give the vials to Jai and says, could you give them these to your, many-armed friend?
Sure. I don't see why not. If you wait here, I can summon him.
Alright, do that.
Starts drawing the magic circle on the ground. And a minute later, Ego shows up.
Hey, there you go. I found some nice things for your axes.
Falcons, but okay.
What?
He has falcons. He has
Oh,
falcons
falcons.
because
Oh, you
that
didn't take
15
the
to 20
axes.
crit range. No, 15 to 20 crit range, bro.
Alright. I found some sedatives for your falcons. If you kind of put this in your on your swords, your targets can probably get a lot more drowsier and easier to hit.
Ego grabs them and kind of looks at them.
Also, like, if we are talking about using them on weapons, there are not potions, there are oils. There's a difference between two of those.
Poison and oil. Poison you can
Oh.
put on weapons.
You can put poison on weapons.
Indeed you can.
And
You
I
can
don't
just
know, like,
poison yourself while doing it.
does these sedatives are written down somewhere, like a mechanical term? If the enemy gets an, if they're not, then I'm gonna decide what kind of save they will get.
Yeah.
Alright.
Because
I
as I
was-
said, you might treat them as a poison, but they were not bought as a poison. Simple as that. Not in the poison shop. Because the sedatives are only here
Well,
because they are
Wait,
used.
are there poison workshops?
No, as I said, there are not.
No,
The only reason why sedatives are in the city and in the shops is because to numb pain for operations and whatnot.
But too much sedative will kill you.
Yeah. Or at least slow you down.
Yeah, make you very slow your reaction time, make you dry.
Just ask to buy some elephant tranquilizer.
Well, still, if
I
they are
can
not
shoot it
written,
at people.
if they are not written down, I'm gonna say what their rules for will be, and it will probably require a fortitude save for enemy, and most of them will make it, I guess. Anyways, let's not focus on that. Anything else?
No.
Try.
Nope.
Okay, so let's getting back to.
Wait, one
Yeah?
small question. Did we did get paid, right?
4 shares of 4 bags of gold. In each bag there is 50k gold.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
I
Of course-
count 4 players currently.
Let's steal Lysander's share. No.
And yeah, Lysander of course got his share. Like Genkiro and Lysander, they got their share, and there are 2 shares that, like, one was promised to Vesten, and now he dead,
He dead, bro.
and and all us Reddit or Twitch would said he died dead, and he's slowly tormented by Nightshade. And yeah, so two shares, you decide how would they go. Yeah, but basically don't expect Pinewood to have a lot of magical items, like high level ones. You will need to go somewhere else.
Oh no, that's us Marines thing.
Let's go bribe Asmarius for magic items.
I mean, he would say lol, you wish. And he would point to, like, if you want some crafter, then he would and he will if you ask him in the future of the session. So yeah, getting back to talk with Marius Asmarius. First of all, Asmarius asks you, Mari, like, if something specific happened when you snatched the seat of Yggdrasil.
We woke something up.
Ah,
I'm
Okay.
not sure what, but the dragon said we started waking something up.
the white dragons who were there.
Uh-huh.
And he waves his hand dismissively. I wouldn't. I mean, sure, probably taking the seat, like, began some process, but believe me when I say that this would happen sooner or later.
I don't doubt that.
And because of that, and because of the thing that is happening in Land of Ashes, that also, as far as I know, the other dragon is also slowly waking up, and last I heard, his followers tried to devise some kind of ritual to hasten his awakening. So I would greatly appreciate if we could deal with this ritual and planting the tree as quickly as possible.
I agree.
Now, do you require companionship of your teammates?
No, but I would like to go retrieve my equipment.
Of course. And like I guess you can fly, so I shall meet you at the top of the tower.
Sounds good. Wait, our flying tower?
The flying castle. It's a figurative speech. Your, mine,
Oh,
whatever.
well,
It-
the on top of the flying castle. Okay.
at the entry point of the flying castle.
Ah. I thought you meant the top.
Fly. No. You dumpkopf.
All right.
Yeah. Also, like this is out of character for now, but also remember that Great Worm. There are also good dragons.
Yeah.
Like me.
What? You're a good guy.
Technically speaking, you're not like. I'm not considering you an elder dragon. Anyways, let
Not
us.
too long. Just one more level and I'll become gargantuan. I'm technically considered an elder.
I mean, right now you are huge. So how do you skip over two size
No, actually,
categories?
I'm sorry. I'm large. Next, I will be huge. Afterwards, I'll be gargantuan. There we go. I'm never gonna become colossal, sadly.
Oh,
Okay.
Can I do a knowledge dungeoneering to see what kind of environments the any gold dragons inhabit?
Could also be Arcana.
most likely Arcana.
Sure, you might do, but I don't have anything specific prepared.
22.
I mean, this is dungeoneering. You might also roll like Arcana or History if you heard or read any myths or legends in the books.
Well, we
in
do
the-
have a library,
in
so
the library.
26 Arcana.
I'm gonna put it that way. In nowhere there is explicitly stated that there is specific kind of good dragon resting, but there is a lot of hints pointing like you can imagine the author has a troll face and then he was like pointing look at this magnificent dragon island when there is a city of dragon high, dragon tail, dragon eye and dragon claw, and on the middle of it there is dragon's mountain. I see
Probably
a
all
pattern
dwarves.
I see a pattern here.
Probably all dwarves, dear.
I don't see a pattern there.
Yeah.
It's totally over next to it in the Azure Empire.
There's dragons everywhere. Where
Is
is
there a
dwarves?
tree?
River.
Is there a
That
tree up
sounds
top
dragony.
at Dragon's Mountain?
No.
Damn it.
There's a what?
A tree on top of Dragon's
You
Mountain.
kinda more expect that there is, actually speaking, there most of the dragons are underground sleeping. I mean, those specific ones, because I guess other dragons have their layers and whatnot, but the specific dragons you are looking for, the most powerful ones, the elder ones,
lazy.
are very have specific place of sleeping.
Lazy bums.
Anyways, let us continue with the Mari and Asmarius.
I
Okay,
get my
so-
stuff and I meet him.
Yeah, so he waits for you at the end.
And I'm a half-orc now.
At the entry point. I mean, you still keep your 20 what charisma?
24
Okay.
and
I mean-
24 wisdom.
I mean, it's your choice if you decide that your half orc is looking good, because I think right now she has a young body.
Yep.
So you can decide if she's good looking or she just has like she's very convincing.
You have a lot of charisma.
Why not? I am a very good-looking half-orc, which means if and probably when I become a full orc, if I have this body that long, I will be a very good-looking orc,
Yep. And
like
like
Garona.
yeah,
That would be
like
fun.
Asmarius quirks an eyebrow. Well, I must say certainly this form suits you.
At least I'm not 3 feet tall.
Yes, that's truth in this statement. Well then, let us continue. And if you don't mind, like he reaches out to type that so that you might take his hand, and then he will teleport you.
Yep. Sounds good. I'd take his hand.
Okay.
And he teleport us.
Shit, for a moment I had urge to say such stupid joke like, aha, welcome to my sex dungeon. Never mind. Anyways,
Then I would fight him and die a horrible death, and then I'd
Anyways,
have to roll a new
he-
character.
he probably like teleports you somewhere near here in the northwestern corner of the Kingdom of Azmarin. Maybe in the long distance away you see some like large construction of the walls, and you arrive at the some kind of cave, like going downwards. And either like this first, or if you don't mind, I can lead.
I have dark vision, but if you want to, you can.
Okay, so
Are
one
we all
like,
there?
moves. I asked specifically Mari if she wants the rest of the party with her. I didn't hear yes answer, so
Yeah, I assumed that if the tree ritual probably doesn't need a bunch of dwarves getting in the way.
Hey! Oh well.
and yeah. Also, you
dragons.
realize that there was some sort of. Right now, I don't have idea what possibly could be guarding the entrance itself, but it's definitely something bound or made by Asmarius. Maybe another golem, maybe not.
A Linnorm.
A giant stone golem.
Probably.
It just like sits in front of the hole and acts like part of the hill.
Yeah, something like that. And yeah, you venture downwards where there's like a, very complex, massive cave system. Like it takes you at least half an hour to get at the point where Asmarius wants you to be. And like as you go down and down, you suddenly realize that at the point where you arrived, there's not only, sure, it looks like a cave, not man-made, but like at the edge of your eye you catch something that, well, it reminds me, it looks for you like some part of the very old building, part of the maybe wall of the building, very old, from the past.
Knowledge history?
Probably.
I would assume it would
Yeah.
be history.
Yeah, that's just out of character. We are not talking about 500 years before. Nah.
That's probably not enough.
You only know that this is very, very, very old, and it doesn't, like, the oldness of this thing doesn't cover the knowledge you have. It probably has like several ages. Well, as always, you might ask Asmarius. And of course, he looks at the surroundings with like a eye of glint of understanding, not longing, but well, that it. He looks like he knew this place once upon a time. And then
I'm not surprised.
Then he points at the large clearing in the middle of the cave, where there's already some prepared rune markings, some smaller plants are growing up from the cave walls. And as you see that, you kind of like breathe in and you feel that, there are forests and there are forests. There's like, when you breathe in, you feel that the place is alive. Like the life force of this place is great.
What the hell kind of civilization was this?
A creepy one.
I like it.
This
That's
particular,
time travel.
and Asmar, like if you ask him, like Asmar says, well,
Yeah.
it was one of the many civilizations before us, and this specifically isn't their work. It's more of a mine. This place has a lot of potent magic energy. I just used it and channeled it in a proper way.
Fair enough. Well, let's get started then.
Yes, indeed. And of course, before that, he might say that, well, if you are willing to ask about this and other things, I believe I will need to talk with you and your friends. And yeah, then like he puts, basically, to quicken this up, he puts the seat of Yggdrasil at the stand in the very middle of the circle. It takes you an hour or two to finish the rest of the markings and like say, the typical, maybe sounding like Irish or Celtic words for the ritual. And as you do, you see that the runes glow with green and red. No, red as a blood sign of life, green for the nature. And then there's like another whirlwind of power forming around the seed that slowly pours into that, and like second by second you see that this seed grows bigger and bigger. Then it starts like roots go deep, push through the stony floor deeper into the ground. Basically the tree starts expanding, and as Marius says, well, I believe we might leave this place. The tree will grow large enough to fill this entire area.
That would probably be a good idea then.
Okay, so either you walk out or just teleport outside. And after another 10 minutes, there's like after another 10 minutes of constant low, like not
Rumbling.
full earthquake, but just rumbling and low shaking of the ground. You see cracks forming in place, and then the tree is not fully done yet, but it goes into a full glory up into the above the ground. And as Marius says something like that, well, right now we only need to wait for this tree to connect with its brothers and sisters to once again to become part of something greater.
That sounds like it will be interesting.
Oh yes, it definitely will be. As I believe some very smart man once said, may you live in interesting times.
That's a Chinese, not insult, but curse, more like.
Yes, indeed, and he knows it.
May you live in interesting time and get noticed by persons in power.
Yep. Well then, I believe as long as, and yeah, I might as well put a proper token for Yggdrasil. And as long as the building, like the construction of the walls for my kingdom, goes unstopped, like undisturbed, in few years we should have one very safe kingdom, and second, a passage to other worlds. Do you respond to anything to that, Mari?
Just nodding my head. It's like
Okay.
just general. That will be interesting.
Okay, so well then, let us go. Okay, it won't be
That's a
that
huge token. Okay, it's eaten up the entire kingdom as Esmerine.
big. It won't be that big. It will be rather big, but not that.
It's as big as Pinewood.
It will become.
Yeah, so unless you have anything else to say to him,
Nope.
then he teleports you back either to the tower or the city, wherever the rest of the party is.
Yep. Wherever the rest of the party is, because I have no idea where they're at either.
We're all lost.
Yeah, this is the next day, I guess, afternoon.
We've gotten lost in the Rolmir Republic. Like, completely lost.
It's like Hangover Part 3.
Yeah.
Like wake up next day. Shit, man! I'm on the other plane. I mean, this is plot for a
Where
nice
the
session.
wild.
For a one shot. Well, you and your drinking buddies went for a really hardcore party. Next day you wake up on the plane of shadows.
It'd be kind of awesome if we were all like commoners trying to survive in like an epic plane or something.
We wake up in Kilness.
Yeah, still I believe this size when it will be full grown, like 5 kilometers wide.
Hmm.
It's gonna be a big tree.
Yeah, I'm kinda imagine like the tree from Warcraft.
Yeah.
I believe there was also like Ward tree.
I-
Nordrasil,
think I have-
Teledrasil.
Hmm.
Okay then. So you get back, you met with the rest of the party. And for the convenience sake, I will say that Asmarius would prefer either sitting in the flying castle in the council room, or if you prefer, he might as well sit in one of the wooden chairs in the green, where the Mardi made her forest.
Whichever.
Yeah, I believe this might be the most important thing right now. And as you can see that also as Marius brought some papers and maps and whatnot. Also, but before we get to that, as you had time to think, considering all that happened, and of course the loss, did Genkiro and the others, because I believe others also read the letter from Mr. Kale Cresthill. Have you considered at all going to help him in his side quest of monster hunting, or not really?
Right, that thing. Almost forgot about it.
Yeah,
we should
because that's a side quest, really.
Yeah.
Mm.
Side quest, ho!
Yeah.
What do we gain from it? Mm.
You gain a rare item.
Ooh. Spooky, scary skeletons.
Spooky skeleton.
And perhaps a dinosaur egg.
Yeah, if you haven't like thought about it as a player, so I might ask it for it later.
Yeah.
Just reminding. So give me a sec.
Is he doing woodwork or something in the background?
Okay, I'm back. Had to turn lights on. Anyways. If you don't have any opening for this discussion, Asmarius will begin. And just start with saying about this crafter of his that he threw a name like Titanforge. And he says that, well, sometime in the past we might be considered friends, but right now I believe our paths were slightly diverged. Still, I think if you meet and talk with him or help him in some matter, we'll get to that because I believe he might need some help. He might be a viable ally to you, and of course he's possibly